Alright, hey, it's Mike here, Racer Day. We are back here today for the Brickyard 400 here in CRL. I'll start a little bit quiet. My mom's doing a work meeting while I'm recording this video. Of course, to go half when I'm planning to record this video. I am recording this on Tuesday of the race day instead of doing like the Mondays I've been doing for other recordings this season so far. But anyway, back here today with the Brickyard 400 here in Indianapolis Raceway for the 20th edition of this race in the CRL here. And yeah, getting to the 20th round of this season, and as the championship battle has kind of gotten closer since the last recording I did after Road Atlanta and New Hampshire. We do have a bit of a championship battle here, but of course, this race here today could change all that, especially with how Indy has ran recently here in the CRL as well, here in today's race. So, in the race here today in Indianapolis, Nia J is the driver on the pole. Also, I'm going to try to get a better view of the cars here. We'll do the helicopter view on this one. So, Nia J, she'll be on the pole here in the 93 car day in this one. Caitlin Calisto, your Daytona winner, last recording on the year-long format we did, will be starting second. Then Trinity Wells, she'll be starting third. So I was happy to run mainly Kylie schemes for the rest of the season, but I went ahead and because I wanted to run this McLaren scheme in Indy, I wanted to put her in the McLaren scheme for this race here. And Kieran DeCorby, he actually got his first career Cup win last week in New Hampshire in a great race in there. And one of the comments I made actually got more notice than him winning. Funny enough, of course, that would happen last week after that one. Maybe the winner today would get less notice too. They talk trash after this race. Then Braden C, he'll start fifth here today. He's been really good here in Indy in recent years. Eli Johnson, I do need to make a team announcement for Eli for next year, too. I meant to make that one, and that'll be something I'll talk about probably more in the race video here. But Eli Johnson, 99 car here. Then Caleb Campbell, the two-time defending Brickyard 400 winner here in the Cut Series long format. Caleb has 5 Brickyard 400 wins, and I think the second most is Brett and Carter Limlin. Brett Campbell, he won 3, and Carter won 2, and I think Billy Gates also has 2 wins here as well. William Balance, he'll start next to Caleb here in the 28 car, and I forgot I don't really have anything else to say about Will there now, I guess. Cameron Perkins in 61 car and Jace Turner, your Road Atlanta winner. And Jace, so far, he has quietly jumped up in the points more here a lot lately. So definitely watch out for him here in the championship battle. Your 2022 champion. He was also the 2022 Brickyard 400 winner. And of course, that Road Atlanta win was Jace's second win on the Cup Series season. They have Nick Owens in the 0 car and Alexis Fraser. She is actually the one in the 41 car, new driver to the CRI lineup here. And, maybe she'll be full-time next year. One of my newer work friends I've been a little bit close to here lately, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to let her race in these cars here rest season. And this is actually the first race for 3 drivers, including her. And in between those 3, this is actually her first race in anything for any type of racing, I'd say, honestly, too. So it'll be hard to see how she does here in this one today. Just first race, just going to get some laps in here in this one. Then you have Megan Bell, your Rookie of the Year leader, after the departure of Kylie Markham from CRI after the midway point of the season. Megan Bell has taken that Rookie of the Year lead, and Alex Hartman will start second. Alex probably should have won last week in New Hampshire, but some issues there in that race took him out late in that one, or around the middle point. You have Jalen Turner, who also had a strong New Hampshire run, looking for her first win of the season in the number 20 car, and she is looking to get to the top 10 points in this race today. You have Jet Turner in the 4 car. Emma Bartlett, she is now 5 runner-ups in year-long format without her first career win. So what I'm going to say here is that win is definitely coming. But she really needs the game to let her have the luck to win it, because that's really how everyone else so far has won, based on luck so far among first-time winners, it seems like. The Emma Bartlett still looking for the first career win, and she is also very solid up in the points. I believe she's 4th in the standings going into this race. Then you got Carly C next to her. Then LaTanya Gray, actually one of the bigger news things I mentioned was that LaTanya will not return to Camp Racing Incorporated, but she'll be the only LSCI driver planning to return next year. I did not say the team just yet, but it'll probably be some talked about here in the race today as well, if I do have time to really talk about any of the next season rumors or anything. Grace Barlin into 22. Then Jalen Bounds, who has cut the points lead down to 17 points, did not get a good qualifying run for this race. We'll start more in the back here, so hopefully she can get it through the field, especially where Caleb is starting. Caleb being a 2-time defending winner here in Indy. JJ did win the CRL 96 race here today, or a few days ago as well, here in Indianapolis on my other Indy track in this game. But, still same thing where she can still run just as good. I think she was also the runner-up to Caleb here in 2023. So yeah, JJ, she can run good here, but she's going to have the work cut out for her in this race today. Then Joshua Barley next to her, then Kate Summers and Cam Spinner right there. Well, Kate, she's close to pulling out the top 10 in the points here in this one. Then the 3 of Cheryl Simmons, and the 39, that is a Dodge as well. And the debut of another County Cup Series driver Riley Pope. And I chose Riley Pope because the names. I figured it'd be funny to say we have a Pope in the field. But yeah, also this also did open up the door for Dodge to be able to return here, and I figured why not have him run a Dodge the rest of this season, and then going into next year, we'll see whatever team he ends up on. And you got the other County Cup Series driver. Well, he's actually in the Pro Series. Connor Little. I figured that was another interesting name to add on here to the field in a new Toyota here. Also, the 6-9 team is not running anymore rest season. They were not in this race field after Austin Caldwell did some tomfoolery in the Indianapolis race. Just like Trevor Stewart last year, and just removing him for the rest of the races after just being dumb in a race before. But yeah, so Connor Little 54, then Vinny Schulz, Rick Johnson, and Sammy Schulz will run out your field here in today's race. Today, your Indianapolis, this race will be a 48-lap long race here. There will likely be one pit stop since the field window is 40 laps here. Well, actually, yeah, there will be one pit stop. And I did mention I did run the other Indy here for CRL 96. One thing I will say is the main difference is probably the tire wear. This one's not other race I did, the other Indy, my tires were out near midway and I had to pit midway. So yeah, pit strategy will be one big thing in this race today too. Like how will the AI pit? How will Caleb pit in this one? And we're going to stay on here. But he's been on pole, not in 7. So we'll see how he works through the field here in the first few laps possibly. But anyway, as we go off turn 4, Nia J, your first time winner at Dover, Kaylin Felicio got her first career win at Daytona. They will lead us off here on the front row today. In this one, Trinity here in third. I think she'll be a solid shot here for a win today as well. Anyway, as we come down to the green flag here, we'll see the 2 blue cars lead them here to the green flag as we are racing here in the Brickyard 400. Looks like that up here. Caleb did not get a great start there, but he was able to jump back up there, going down the backstretch here, a little bit of a bump there on the racetrack. And Nia J leading them off to the green already. Training Wells right there saying Caleb Keats here in third. Here's the Corby here, winner last week New Hampshire in 4th right now. And I they get a little right there. And everybody kept it safe though, so no caution it looks like. I didn't even remember that happening in the actual race on. Yeah, Nia J, lap 1 here at Indianapolis with Trini right there in 2nd. And some drivers, these 3 drivers, they're technically below the top 20 in the standings among all the drivers. And they all started 1, 2, 3 today in this one. That's something very funny I noticed before this race started yesterday. And yeah, Keratin got first one last week, jumped up to 15th in the standings. Keratin, not really much of a contenders here in the 4th, definitely building up for next year. And also, he'll likely be on a new team as well, because one thing I meant to mention with Johnson Racing was as he lap 1. So he'll actually be returning to Dodge next year, or he'll be running Dodge next year, or one of the new teams that we're talking about earlier. But yeah, then Jace Turner up here early on as well, like I say, your 2022 winner, Braden C. He does technically have a win here, but I don't think it's counting anymore because I redid that one season and King Carter got that win over in that race I re-ran. But Braden C, he does run very solid here in Indianapolis. I would expect him to contender today. Cale Campbell in the 46 car. Not a great starting spot, but he's able to at least get a couple spots right now early on this one. 2 spots right now. And we'll see how this 46 car works through the field here today. See if he can go up here and go for the win. I mean, he does have a good car after practice. He also makes a lot of cars. These cars draft. The difficulty is very close too here, where they can still run, and Caleb shouldn't be able to run away in this race either. Here right now, Nia J leading early on. Trinity Wells in 2nd. Trinity looking for a way to possibly pass the 93 car. I will say, based on the racing line, the 46 is the one that goes the lowest. As Caleb just dive bombed Keratin right there. Yeah, Caleb's able to go where he goes really low into the corner. They're basically on the apron on that little race ball racetrack right there. That's how low Caleb can get that car without letting out. But just also being careful around the AI cars, make sure they don't mess up and wreck and make Caleb look bad because people looking at cars what they're doing. On the 46 here, Caleb's last win in the season was actually at Mexico City. Of course, Caleb, most wins this year, still in the points lead. So, I want to say he was after, or actually at Daytona. I think I brought the points back a little bit, so that way the field will have more right to points. Then, Caleb did have to finish Daytona, but Jalen not getting a lot there. It was actually Road Atlanta, so Caleb did finish third in Road Atlanta. However, I gave myself a 25-point penalty for a wreck that happened in that race between me and Keratin. That happened, of course, they made me also take out 2 of the 3 turners. The one turner did not get taken out was Jace. He ended up winning the race, of course. But yeah, so there was a 25-point penalty there, and in New Hampshire last week, which is a crap show for me. The AI, they were around the difficulty I ran in the other series race for just a little higher. And yeah, I got destroyed that race still in the like 1 lap down and 21st. I finished 1 lap in the race. I got over Keratin at the end of that one. And I was kind of running the still down, but of course I didn't have enough time to even try to catch him on the last restart. But yeah, so 21st New Hampshire, that was a big points day for Jalen and Jace to gain points. Emma Bartlett had a big points gain too. She's by herself kind of in 4th now. Tracy, he's actually fallen back actually in the last few weeks in the points action. Now think about it. I think Megan Bell's gaining a little bit on the teams right now in the points near top 5. Is Brayden, Jet, and Megan running near each other after Emma Bartlett in the points here. And Emma, she's not really up here in front either. Jalen Turner went for a top 10 5 points too. And Alex Hartman last week, he actually, I think he had to pull that race. I don't know if he had to pull last week. No, Megan had to pull. Alex was able to pull away there in that race. So he did have the fastest lap in that race. He probably should have won the race, but there was one funny part where I actually stayed out the probably a lap in that race, and he actually took me out in the race, so I got him back on a restart to just spun him out, and that actually cost me a wreck. Took some other cars out funny enough. And yeah, so Alex did not get the win, but he came back and that car was really strong at New Hampshire last week. Also, there was 1.2 where Jalen Turner was leading in the 20 car right here, and she almost ended up winning the race too, but then had another late caution with her and Cam Spinner. Spinner running strong in New Hampshire. Ended up taking them out. Yeah, back to the lead battle here. Cale Campbell actually has jumped into the top 3 now. Right with Trinity and I was going to talk about Alexis here in a second, but I just realized there's a battle for lead here. Cale looking for a way to get around the 93 car. He got around Trinity already, his teammate. So yeah, CRI does have 5 cars in this race. Alan, Trinity, Alexis, Jalen, and LaTanya in this race. That'll be probably what will be the rest of the season here. You know, just letting Trinity and Lexi get ready for next year, because they'll likely be 2 of the drivers on this team next year. LaTanya will be going to another team. But of course, they'll run over the rest here. Oh, and Caleb right on that car. He's trying to get underneath Nia there and go for the race lead. He's not trying to take her out or anything, but yeah, just trying to be a little aggressive here, find a way around that 93 right now. Caleb is the fastest car now to Indianapolis, right at 50.9 seconds here on the track. I think the pole time is 49, which I don't even know how that's doable on this Indy in this game right now with these cars, with how they're set to run. But you know, that's how the game goes. It makes the AI look very strong in qualifying, but it turns out the player cars kind of a little bit. Portland will be interesting next week, though, to see that is the case still. But anyway, currently 7 laps here at Indy, and Caleb's still looking for a way around a 93 car. I think we'll get her here in a bit. And IJ, one of the cousins in that Campbell family group, too, here. She's been pretty good this year so far. No word on where she'll be next year. Caleb just got past her there. Hopefully she can make a move back here in a second. And it looks like Caleb Campbell to the race lead finally here after 7 laps here, trying to get around the 90, everyone here. And hey, Caleb did do it mostly clean too here. He didn't really take anybody out here and cause a caution. That's one good thing I'll say. And 46 is in the race leader Indy. I'm going to take a second for my boys here and take a break here, and we'll be back here in a few moments. Yeah, let's just go to break right as Caleb Campbell takes the race lead here. Alright, back here, Indy skipped a couple laps there on the track, so Trinity in 2nd place now, so nice falling back a couple spots. Caleb Campbell in the race leader Indianapolis, so Caleb has won. Last two Brickyard 400s, he dominated both those races too, actually. 2023, that was when I was doing the last year, Stop Motion Racing, and Caleb led every lap in that race. That was the that was the second last race in his 5-win streak, and when he dominated the whole month of May that year. Then last year, it was in this game in the next-gen car, Caleb was able to dominate that race too. I believe he led every lap in that one as well, I think. Yeah, Caleb Campbell, good around 80 laps in Apple so far, and like I did mention with the race team here, so we do have one new driver on Caleb's team here today in this race, and that is Alexis Fraser. She's right in the 41 car, so yeah, first race for her, started 12th here in this one. that car did run pretty good in practice here, but like I said, just going to see how she does here in this one day. May not run too good in this race here, too. Like I mentioned, Garrett last week, he won. Very competitive. But, you know, I was thinking about her these last couple weeks already. Like, hey, you know, let's look at getting this girl to a race car and see how she does here as well anyway. Nice new Arizona scheme. This was actually a public scheme for the 41 I had posted originally. Then I got the idea over the weekend to go making some patriotic type schemes for Portland a little bit, although Portland will not be a recorded race, it'll be a race I'll post the results of. And I actually have a special roadhouse scheme for that race too, I'll probably post it later on. Don't look too early, but it's right away for basically I made with my roadhouse scheme. Then, let's race first career race here at Indianapolis though, and right now currently, I think she's running about 17th here in this one. Jay Starter back here, 2 and 18. That's a big driver's voice battle here in this one. And Jalen Bales, too. So someone's here right is struggling. Right in the middle with him right now. So, yeah, very, very cool to get her to run these races the rest of the season. And we'll see how it goes here in these races here for her. And, you know, one of my new friends, too, I would say, too, as well. In the field here, you know, that's really one big thing I talk about a lot, having friends that actually talk to me and seem to care about me more in the field compared to people like that will win a winning race and not really saying anything. After Kierton won and got crapped on over. But, yeah, so it was definitely very, very fun last week. I'm feeling that. Very, very glad I have Steve running these races here for the rest of this season. And, you know, Kierton didn't even get that first career win last week. And like I said, so I made a little funny call saying, you know, I know Kierton would be happy to get his first career win compared to someone else who won Washington. I mean, say nothing after. And, although, yeah, there's some lots of changes about that race there. And, you know, it's funny whenever I post something about being mad or anything, and I get a lot more notification or recognition than anyone else who won the race in these races, like Jalen Bales won the race, ain't nobody can say nothing, like him, but that's really about it, and stuff like that on my other social medias. But, you know, whenever I talk crap about something or someone else, if people like, wait, hold up, what's going on here, then something else like this, but yeah, that's just how it goes everything in life so far. But as we're lap 14 here, Kale Campbell's still in race lead. Trini Wells, she's running at second right now. You know, if she's able to go there and challenge Caleb, that would be a pretty big first career win for her, I would say. To go there and beat Caleb in this one. Brady's here right now running in third in this one. Nick Owens, other fourth, although last week too, I will go and mention this now too. Nick Owens did take out Caleb in New Hampshire, got a point for it, so I think Caleb will cut some slack for Trini and Braden, but I don't think that's any slack cut for him here in this race today. Now, Caleb can lead very well here. Actually, we'll stay on here. We'll go and spectator view for a bit here. We'll stay on here and watch the race balance. I think we're about to get a battle for the lead here in a bit, as Caleb Campbell leads here in the Brickyard 400. Actually, let's do this. track here is where really not much going on race here. So yeah, this Indianapolis does have a lot of pack racing in the field here a little bit, so I figured it'd be a little pack racing in some areas here. Yeah, Caleb able to hang on to the lead here, but like I mentioned earlier, we'll see if he can pull away or not. He's not really pulling away from the field compared to Michigan here. The other race where we've had a race almost similar to this type of speed and everything. Yeah, so Caleb Campbell able to really the lead right now. Like I said, not really pulling away from the field, which is really good for, I guess, the product. Because the CRL right now would be sometimes Caleb can pull away and dominate, like we saw in the Coke 600 last one as well. And it's funny, the Caleb last one, like I said, was Mexico City. Center Mexico City, that's when we ran Michigan, I think, right? I don't know what race it was after. Oh yeah, we should have ran Michigan. I'm actually pull a race up while I'm talking because I don't sound like I'm stupid, but yeah, so I know Michigan, Joshua Bartlett won that one. Oh yeah, no, we ran Richmond. Jalen Bales ended up winning that one, and Joshua won Michigan. And Daytona was Caleb did get third that one, but a point penalty kind of pulled him back in points there to where Jalen and Chase still gained a lot more on him. And then New Hampshire last week, like I said, was an utter crap show too. But this definitely is a good shot for him to have a bit of a bounce back as we get into the final 12 weeks of the season here. And this is also the midway point of the summer stretch too. So Daytona, Orlando, New Hampshire, and here start off the summer stretch. We got Portland next week for July 4th. Chicagoland, when I get back, I'll be having some time off after the Portland race, where I'll be out of town for a few days. And of course, I have NASCAR weekend in the Atlanta. Just announced today too on the post thing I did, or the community tab, whatever. Atlanta Motor Speedway will be hosting the 2026 finale. I do want to kind of do a multi-season thing with Atlanta, possibly, as being a finale, or I might do a rotation, I don't know yet. I am also already kind of plotting more of the schedule with the 2 new tracks I'm adding on. Definitely those 2. Possibly switching out around some races, especially the road course. I think Portland, Sonoma, I'll probably swap their dates in the season. Might take R20 races, I think, and then maybe also kind of switch around the West Coast. We'll probably go south and north on the West Coast. And Trinity Wells is gaining on Caleb there. She just had a big old run on the 46 right there. And Trinity Wells now underneath Caleb Campbell on the track here. Of course, talking about next week's schedule while Trinity's going for the race lead here. And Caleb, hey, just saying, let's see what Trinity has here on me here. See if she can battle me for the race lead here. And, you know, Caleb definitely was one of those drivers, probably not Nick Owens after last week. But, yeah, there goes Trinity to the race lead on the 46 there. Caleb is going to try to get himself to this where he can make a move back on the 81 there. Like with the schedule here, so the 2 new tracks, I'm just figuring out where I'm going to add the schedule, really. And then we'll go from there, basically, on the schedule whenever I get it all worked out. I also thought about it more, too. I might just go with one Darlington date, because I can't really get a real, like, portion of Darlington with this race setting really good. I mean, we did a little bit Darlington Weird for the first one, of course, the other 500. We'll be running at the end of the summer stretch, actually, and I might actually switch out the track. I don't know which track I want to replace Darlington with just yet for one Darlington day, and we'll have some 500 still around the later part of the season. And Trinity, she doesn't lead one lap here, but Caleb Campbell goes right back to the race, and he's going to take the race lead back. We'll see Trinity battle, or if Nick Owens is just going to mess up this battle between the 2 teammates here at Camp Racing Incorporated. Of course, Caleb does own his own race team here in the series, and Trinity is one of the drivers here. Of course, Trinity ended up making her at Marshall. She's had 2 runner-ups. She was runner-up 2 chase at Road Atlanta, actually. And with something I noticed too in that race too, it's hard to hit there as well. But yeah, one thing I did notice at Road Atlanta too is also the AI doesn't really pass the race. That's why Caleb was able to really move through the field and starting that. But Jace led every lap from the pole. But Trinity was able to move up like 3rd on the start of the actually with Jace that race there, and wasn't really able to pass him, but Caleb was able to pass him in a bit, and I think Caleb had pitted that he was doing the race first distance, let them get back to the lead and chase him. Yeah, so we're working lap 23 here, nearing halfway here in Brickyard 400, and we should be seeing pit stops in here as we're nearing the second half of this race today, as Trinity Wells does fall back a little bit here to Nick Owens and Brady C. As Caleb Campbell's here, I'm not going to cut any more of the video here, try to, and we'll go do some onboards here at Indianapolis. to 20 go here in the Brickyard 400 here. We'll be at 20 go next time by here. So Caleb Campbell, he has dominated his race so far today in the race. Actually, we'll go look at some of the field here real quick on the running horse. Caleb first, Nick Owens up to second now here in this one. Pit stop start coming up though. Trey Wells here. Megan Bell is actually making some right now. Nia J, Jalen Turner, Alex Hartman. Ready to see Eli Johnson, Jet Turn there, and Emma Barlow, William Bales are all battling around top 10 right here. Cameron Perkins, Kieran McCorby, Jalen Bales up to 15th right now. Cam Spinner. Then Alexis Frazier, she's battling for the top 20 spot right now in the field. Looks like Carly C, Joshua Morrow, Grace Collins, Chase Turner, outside top 20. That's a big blow for him to change his finish right now. Chase Turner's got Hunter with his first race as well, along with Lexi and Riley Cope. Yeah, the Galen Police still with Hundu Gray stuck in the back. I thought she ran really good in practice, and she's now stuck back here in the back of the field. Kalen all-star second this one too, by the way. Rick Johnson. Then it looks like we have a couple stragglers here. Sammy Schultz, Cheryl Simmons, Vinny Schultz, and Riley Pope in last round. So the first race for Dodge not doing too well. And his car is set similar to some of the second tier cars. I don't know why he's so far back here in this one. But yeah, as we're nearing lap 30 here. I do hear the 416 does plan to pit on lap 30. So we'll see here in a moment. Next lap coming by. Right now, Caleb Campbell in the race lead right now. Like I say, he'll probably pit next time by here on the track. As we now just have him lap 30 here. So we'll stay on 46 here for a second, and we'll see if he doesn't know it. Here next time by, as Caleb Campbell so far has dominated this race here today in this one. Yeah, 46 is going a little slow, rather say Caleb is coming in this time by here on pit road. And, yes, as Caleb coming on pit road here, we'll make sure he gets the speed here. I mean, he did do pit road practice to make sure, just in case his race did go green on the way. Just look at we'll be the race here on this race. Just any trackers will make a lot of cautions happen. Also, Caleb, you're not on the pole, so don't accidentally go to the pole sitter pit box, which, yeah, spoilers, he is about to do right now, or think he's going to do right now. But yes, Caleb Campbell coming up pit road here, and so far the 416 very dominant in this race so far here. So going up pit road here, Nick Owens does take the race lead. And yeah, so the fuel window is about 40 laps here, so this is very early, but of course, we've been striped. I mean, you could have cut the race in half here too, but I mean, this also does work out as well here. Also, I think the pit crews had repaired the damage on the car that I didn't know the 46 even had here. So they might be stuck on pit road for a couple extra seconds here on pit road. Yeah, they're going to repair the damage here and mess Caleb up here. Nick Owens in the race lead here, and they will actually, yeah, 46 now off pit road. Caleb probably not happy they decided to repair the damage there because, you know, trying to have the best run possible to the end of this one here. Nick Owens in the race lead. Megan Bell now up to second, your rookie of the year leader. You know, she's pretty very impressive here too. I mean, has had some good runs here. Just hasn't been able to really try to go and win a race just yet. She's been winless this year so far. Jalen Turner, she's still looking for that first win. Not sure career wins yet, or I mean, she has her first career win, but excluding those drivers, of course, Emma Barlow is probably the biggest driver without a career win yet. That's not one he's worth winning. Now it's just his year start. He has not even won a single race yet this year either so far this season. Yes, we're going to be looking racing this one here in Indianapolis. Caleb Campbell has made his pit stop here. He's a little bit of a lap down. Going to try to work around some of these cars here and get some speed back up in that 46 to gain back up here. And hope we go for race lead here. And we're going to take one more break here before the end of this one in Indianapolis as Nick Owens looking to possibly get Toyota their first win of the year after pit stops. Back here in the last there to go ahead and have some of the data I probably had get cut out. But yes, Nick Owens still here in Indianapolis. We should be able to pit stop. I don't know exactly. Yeah, remember it all. Caleb Campbell is moving through the field. He's already gotten up to third place now. Trinity is just past fourth place. Jalen Turner, Alex Hartman, they're both up. Side by side with this year, Alex just dive bombed 20 car right there. Yeah, so Caleb, nice pass on here in Indianapolis. Of course, we're in that 46 really strong. We're trying to, you know, run fast right now. So when they have their piss off here, Caleb should be able to get out the late race. I don't know how they here in this race here today in this one. And yeah, Trinity right now in third, and Megan Bell, she is actually looking for the race lead here. Looking for first career. I mean, you know, actually the top three are looking for their first career win. 5 wins so far in a year-long format. Of course, she's got about 30 overall wins too in the league so far. Also, I will mention too, Jalen Bales and Jace Turner, they have reached the 60 career win category. And Jalen, yesterday I ran Talladega after this race on NHIS series. Jalen Bales did get her 61st win, passing Jace for 5th all time on the win list. So Jalen Bales currently is 5th, but her and Jace, they are both right there side by side on the all-time wins chart. So overall career wins for all league divisions. And yeah, her and Jace are also very close in year one format too. Both rather kind of neck and neck with each other in the wins category here. And yeah, very cool to see Jace 60 wins that Royal Atlanta win. And yeah, also I didn't mention this here before the Arizona brand. This actually is the one they brought out last year. I don't know if they have it this year. This is the Chilsicle scheme here. And you know, I probably could have done a little better with scheme here, but I wasn't really sure how to really pull it off with the base I chose, which was the Hurt. I think Car C's were the same base right now, the one cards realized. So yeah, I wasn't sure I pulled off scheme, probably could have done a little better with it, but you know, just a cool little special scheme in this race today. And yeah, Caleb is actually now passing. Caleb is back on the lead lap. He was a lap down for a little bit. And, you know, they haven't really caught the field enough in the back to lap anyone yet in this race so far. Like I said, too, we'll probably get pissed off here soon this one. William up to 5th now, looks like. And, we might have piss offs going on. Yeah, it's looking like it right now. Yes, we do. So Alex Hardman on pit road. Eli Johnson on pit road. So now we will see how the field changes. Let's see what the 55 does here on pit road. Like I said, I don't know what the AI car is going to do here with their pit stops here. 55 does come in on here on the pit box here. And Alex, he's ran really good in the race here. I won't be surprised if he wins a race here pretty soon, too. I mean, like I said, he ran really good in New Hampshire last week, but decided to poke the wrong tree in that race and ended up getting himself right. Just 2 tires on the 55 car. So, yeah, Caleb did 4 tires, fuel, and repairs. And, yeah, we'll see how actually Caleb comes out compared to the 55 right now here on the racetrack. And we saw Lexi and JJ on the road too right now at the moment 2. And yeah, 55 a car coming off, 99 car coming off, and there's your 46 car. He will definitely pass them here, so I think Caleb will be close to the race lead here. Lexi Frazier get off pit road, Jalen Bales as well. And you know, JJ, she's gonna probably lose a good few points. Caleb, he's been running day in this race so far. Nick Owens, he is still on the track. It looks like here. Megan Bell on pit road now. Jalen Turner, Trinity Wells all on pit road. I think Jalen passed Trinity on the racetrack there. We didn't really see that happen. But yeah, so far, you know, definitely a pretty clean race here. Today's way at Indianapolis so far, fortunately, as well. No wrecks have really happened, as Nick Owens currently in the race lead. The leader right now has not pitted yet here in this one. I was going to try to go by the 55 car. Oh, he slows up with that. That might hurt him a little bit here, as he now goes. Looks like he's going down the road now here in this one. Williams still has to pit. Spinner, probably see Case out. I think that's it for the field. It all has to pit here on the track. So Nick Owens got a race lead here. Nick, it's second fastest track. Caleb has right now a 50.5 second lap here at Indianapolis. So yeah, really fast for the 46 team here. But the 0 car, running right there with the speed here. Trinity's been up there with Caleb. Megan Bell's looking to challenge right now here in this one for the race win. As we were pitting with under 10 laps ago, here's Nick Owens in the race lead. And I'll see what he does here. I don't think he's going to take any tires in this one, just on pit road. Is he just doing fuel only? Yes, a fuel only stop for Nick Owens. Will that affect him at the end of this race? William Bales does take tires here. So the 0 car, no tires. That is an interesting call right there. That will get him pretty far out front. But I don't think that is a race-winning move there, as Caleb Campbell, he's charging now. Probably doesn't know that the 0 car took no tires. But yeah, the 0 car probably won't run fast enough to even defend. Remember, I said last week, Nick Owens took out Caleb late at his end. And Caleb probably wouldn't really try to wreck him back for in this race. But as Caleb just slammed the wall, he's trying to catch that 0 car. He sees that 0 car up front. But yeah, Caleb may not cut that 0 car any break really to in this race right now. So yeah, about 7 laps ago here in Indianapolis, Nick Owens still in the race lead. He took no tires to piss off. The only car to take no tires on pit road, Megan Bell, Jalen Turner, Trinity Wells there right there. Alex Hartman too right there as well. But it is all Caleb Campbell. Man, there's the man for side of 46 now too. But I think he can still catch that 0 car here by the end of this race here in this one. As we are hitting lap 42 of 48 in this race today. And Nick Owens looking for that first win in the year-long format Cup Series. He has about 4 CRL overall race wins right now. But Caleb Campbell, he is gaining, and he will be gaining fast on that 0 car. So I think Nick's time in the race lead. Will come through here shortly, as he did not take any tires, like I said, on pit road right there. And Cale Campbell could be going for a third in a row in the Brickyard 400. No driver has won 3 in a row in the Brickyard 400, even Cale Campbell. And you know, there's one other big thing too, is Caleb is coming for the race lead here too. I'll talk about too here in a second, actually, as I'll let the battle come up again. Here comes Caleb, right to the race lead. No challenge from the zero car. Some damage on the 46 I've hit the wall there, but Caleb Campbell, he takes the race lead. So there's one thing on the line here, and believe it or not, about 4 drivers have won every Crown Jewel in year-long format. Caleb Campbell, of course, one of them. Billy Yates, Jay Cooper, and Carter Lewin, they have all won every single Crown Jewel race. However, none of them have done it in the same year. Caleb Campbell, he wins here at Indy, and you know, our next fourth race will be the Southern 500. That's the last Crown Jewel of the year. If Caleb could pull off a Southern 500 win at the end of next month, Caleb will be the first driver to sweep all Crown Jewels in 1 year. Honestly, with what Steam he's running, it may not happen, but that'd be something very cool to see. But yeah, Caleb Campbell, look into, at least right now, keep it 100% on the Crown Jewel races, as he took the race over Nick Owens. And we're coming to 5 laps to go this time by. Fans are on their feet as Caleb Campbell has the race lead. Coming to the end of this race here today, and it looks like the Lone Ranger might pull off another win here this season with 5 laps to go. Man, Caleb is pulling away from Nick Owens here. Yeah, so that no tire call for Nick Owens definitely just killed his race here. We'll see if I think the rest of the field behind Caleb will probably catch up here at this point. We have Caleb Campbell in the race lead here, coming into the final laps here in Indianapolis here today in this one. And you know, definitely a pretty dominant performance here. You know, I figured maybe this pit strategy did help Caleb get to the race lead very easily here too, pitting a lot earlier than everybody else. But yeah, that definitely does help here for Caleb to possibly win this one day here in Indianapolis. Nick Owens in second here. Good run for Nick though, but like I said, Caleb probably wasn't going to come any slack, and also that pit strategy did hurt him as well. It's like Megan Bell, Jalen Turner, they're both having some really good runs here. This will help them in points here a lot here this one day. Trinity Wells, another great run for Trinity here, and Alex Hartman here, there too, part-time driver for the field. Eli Johnson, Emma Bartlett, Cameron Perkins carried the door by Jalen Bounds. She's looking to rebound to a top 10. Will lose a good few points today, but definitely a good rebound here for her if she can pull it off. William Bounds, Cam Spinner, Nia J's falling back from the pole here. Bracey's falling back in this one day as well. He was challenging early on this one. Jet Turner as well. Gracie Bartlett, you have Kaylin Colisio, Carly C, Latanya Gray, Connor Little, Jay Turner, and Lexi Fraser all right here. You know, Lexi and Jay, they look pretty fast here in the back of the field. They're outside top 20, so maybe they'll get some more spots here supporting these final laps here. Joshua Bartlett, not great, unfortunately. Kate Summers, you got Rick Johnson, Sammy Schultz, Cheryl Simmons, and the rest of your field this one. Also, I will go ahead and say too, I think it's going to be the first race this season where every car will finish, and they will all finish on the lead lap, it looks like, here in this one. I don't think Caleb will have time to get to Riley Pope. And unfortunately for Riley, his debut will end up being last year, it looks like. Not having a career with that 39 car. Hopefully that team will get a better car to run at Portland. But, yeah, Portland next week will be the 21st race on the season here, as we're getting into the rest of the summer stretch, like I have said here today. Portland, Chicagoland, Nashville, and Darlington will end off the summer stretch as we get into the championship battle in August when I end up moving, and also when I'm at a new college as well. 2 laps here at Indianapolis, though, and Caleb Campbell. Another dominant run day here in Indianapolis. You know, I figured a lot more of a challenge here from the field days than what looks like. The pit strategy definitely helped Caleb in this one, and the Lone Ranger, he is looking to be back on top here in the day in this one here at Indianapolis. And you know, Caleb Campbell, 5 Brickyard 400 wins. In NASCAR, Jeff Gordon has 5 Brickyard 400s. There are 4 drivers in IndyCar tied for 4 Indy 500s. And you know, Caleb, you know, he's never had a girlfriend in his life. And, you know, he's also always has said, you know, I just keep on kissing these bricks more than any girls. Well, I don't know the actual total Caleb wins, but I'm pretty sure it's about 10 Brickyard 400 wins, including possibly this one. You know, Caleb has kissed bricks 10 times more than any girl in his life. But, you know, that's just a funny joke I like to keep on saying there. But, you know, white flag in the air. But, you know, nothing wrong with that, too, because, you know, Caleb, He just goes out here, he goes for races, he goes for wins, and you know, he just doesn't care, it seems like, as we're on the last lap here in Indianapolis. Caleb Campbell, another very good performance here at Indianapolis. And he doesn't really need to run that hard here in this race here, he just has to let the car drive on home here in this one at the end. And like I said, another dominant run here today for Caleb Campbell, and especially in these crown jewels. He has been the best driver in these races. Darlington may not be the case in a few next month, but through 3 quarters final time, Caleb Campbell looks like he'll be going back to victory lane here in the Cup Series, and an illustrious 6th Brickyard 400 win for Caleb Campbell as we come off to the front stretch one final time to the checker flag, and Caleb Campbell just puts an exclamation point on the field here as he dominates the Brickyard 400. He wins it here at Indianapolis. Caleb Campbell wins. Megan Bell, she will come home to a second place finish, a career best here in the year-long format. Jalen Turner in third. Shirley Wells, of course, Alex Harmon gets fifth, and then the rest of your field as they come on by to the checker flag here as Caleb Campbell celebrating in the car right now. Definitely very happy on getting the win. Here comes Grayson Barlett. Alexi Frazier, she'll actually be 20th, top 20 her first career start. Kaylin Felicio, Latonya Gray, Connor Little, Joshua Barlett, everybody else here in the field, and Riley Pope will be our last car to finish. I don't know why Riley didn't run so good in his car here. We'll hopefully get the car more better next week for him. But yeah, coming to the checkers here, and Caleb Campbell, your race winner in Indianapolis, 126th career win. Like I said, 6th career win at Indianapolis. And, yeah, most all-time overall, too, here in Indianapolis, definitely, as well as the rest of the field will go by and congratulate Caleb on the race win, as he is your Brickyard 400 winner here today in this one. And, of course, he'll go down turn 1, and he'll start doing the burnouts as he wins this one here today. Yes, Caleb does come celebrate, too. I did not mention this, too, as well early on in the video. But, you know, Caleb, I would say, kind of driving mad in this one a little bit, too. Him and Jalen Bales probably would have been driving mad a little bit with the race stuff going on. And, you know, like I made the joke, too, of course, Caleb still being single, so for his whole life, basically. You know, kissing the bricks more than ever kissing a girlfriend or anything. But, you know, it's more worth it winning Indianapolis and kissing the bricks, though, than most of these girls these days. But, yeah, Caleb Campbell wins this race here today, and he'll get to the bronze here in turn 1. And we'll come back with your results and your points after this one here at Indy. I'm going to the restroom real quick while Caleb celebrates. All right, back here on recording. I'm pretty sure I'm going to cut a long part of it. I got to go get rushing real quick. So yeah, Caleb Campbell dominates the Brickyard 400 here today in this one. So like I said, he started 7th here, but he's able to work his way through the field. And like I said, if he didn't really pull away till probably after the pit stop, so based on how the strategy was there for how he pitted compared to everybody else there. But you know, great job to Megan Bell on the runner up there in this one, I'll say, and Jalen Turner as well, another good run for, and a good rebound for her as well after nearly winning New Hampshire last week. And Trini Wells, great run for her in 4th. I think she had a really good run in New Hampshire too last week. I forgot where she finished now. Alex Harmon, another great run for Alex here too. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, these 4 drivers here, they really deserve a win this year. Emma Bartlett as well. I just hope they are able to be lucky enough in this game to get the win this year, because I feel like the game will screw them over somewhere and not let them win. Or I'll you know, if I start dominating more of these race here at the end of the season, I might just pull aside and let some of these other drivers start winning. so that way they can get some wins here this season, honestly, too, at this point. But yeah, so rest of the results here too. Eli Johnson, Nick Owens fell back to 8th after that horrible pit strategy there at the end of that one. Perkins took over by your top 10. Jalen Bounds up to 11th. William Bounds in 12th. Cam Spinner, Bracey, NIJ, Jet Turner, Grace Brawler, Jace Turner, Carly and Lexus Fraser. She was the best among the new drivers in today's race here in 20th. I feel like she was able to run, could have been able to run better, but I guess the way the cars ran in the race here didn't really work out for her too well. Caitlin Cleese, Tanya Gray, Connor Little, Joshua Barley, Case Emmer, Sammy Schultz, Cheryl Simmons, Rick Johnson, Mitchell, and Riley Pope round out your field here among the finishing results here in this one day. Caleb did also have the fastest lap in this one too, as well in this one day as well. So yeah, Caleb did get a lot of points pulled up on Jalen Bounds here after this race today. And now here are your points. So after 20 races here on the season, 12 races to go, starting next week at Portland. Cale Campbell does have the points with his 7th win on the season. And comparing the first 20 races this year and last year in 2003, Caleb had 9 wins compared to 7 right now. So I mean, Caleb is running where he is. Jalen did have 4. Jason didn't win at all, or Emma either. But yeah, I still would expect Jalen or Jace to really kind of make a move up there in the points battle. Maybe Emma Bartlett too. She's been really underrated so far this season here in the Cups. Here, like I said, she's a driver that needs to win. Like her, Megan, Jalen, probably Alex Trina. They all deserve to win a race or two somewhere down the line the rest of the season. But it's just going to be really how the game will probably let those AI cars run and stuff like that. Really, at the end of the day, I would love to see them win, but like I said, like I keep saying, it's really just based on whatever happens in the game here, really for them. Megan Bell, she's now 5th in the standings as a Rookie of the Year leader. Definitely really good for Megan to start making this climb up here, especially with some of the changes in the Rookie of the Year battle. And she's really been very strong compared to the other rookies so far this year, so she could easily win that Rookie of the Year battle here in this one. Bracey, Jet Turner, Eli Johnson up here at the top 8, and then Jalen Turner in the top 10 in points after a good run day in this one. Joshua did, I think he's still in 10th place, but he did end up passing Kate, but got passed by Jalen points here in this one. In summers, I'll probably better fall back because that team's not been running very well throughout this part of the season. Grace Barlett, Cameron Perkins, Cam Spinner, Kieran is still 15th in standings, and Nick Owens, Carly C, Latanya Gray, Cheryl Sims, and Benny Schultz running your top 20. And crazy enough, if Alex and Caleb start getting a lot more good races, they will catch this lower group here at the end of the top 20 in the points. I expect maybe Vinny or Cheryl get past, and I think we'll see a driver who's not really been full time this year be top 20 when they are a rookie next year, actually, between Kalen or Alex. I mean, Trini could get up there too. We'll see though. It's still a good road for her. She has 2 less races on her belt. And then William right there just had Rick Johnson, and I think he'll catch Tammy and then probably get in there near the top 22 hopefully as well. Yeah, the Rick Johnson kind of your last place car here. Fortunately, just hasn't really had a great year so far. Then yeah, your 3 drivers that debuted today, they all will be basically in the bottom 3 for the rest of the year in the points for the rest of this season. So we won't be seeing them a lot in the points here and anything being updated. But really good though. Go to get some more drivers for possibly next year. Just like looking at who could be racing next year in the league and everything like that as well. That's really one big thing. Reason why I do have them all here in the field. But anyway, that'll be it for the video today. So thank you for watching this race all the way. If you did watch all the way through, congratulations, Cale Campbell on the race win. Next race for the year-long format will be at Portland next week. Then after that, I do have a bit of an all week. Actually, I have a lot of events going on, so I don't even know how I'm going to be able to pull off practice for Portland or Chicagoland just yet before the races. But I'll see what I can work out there. Anyways, again, thank you for watching this race like always and supporting the channel whenever I just have fun doing these videos. This is Cale Campbell, Cable Racing signing out, and I'll see y'all in the next one.